Hello, everyone. It is your friendly neighborhood monkey sentinel, and I am going to give a brief video on how to report in YouTube on the app, so on the mobile application, not from a web browser. I'll do a separate video for the reporting in a web browser. There are three ways that you can report.
Then shalt thou count to 3, no more, no less. 3 shall be the number thou shalt count, and the number of the counting shall be 3.
One is that you report the thumbnail or the image that pops up in your feed. So you know how they often give you clickbaity images or kind of graphic images. You can actually report that. And if they get a strike, it's a strike. It actually impacts their metrics. You can report the individual video and you can report the profile. With YouTube, they make it so that it's different for every single one of those, the reporting process. And then, to make it even better, it's different whenever you go to the web version of reporting, so using a browser instead of the application. So, before we do that, though, I want you to do a couple of things. I want you to change some settings. When you go onto YouTube, you will note that often the videos play automatically by themselves. We don't want that. We don't want them automatically getting views. If you watch for more than 30 seconds on YouTube, it gets a view and it counts towards their metrics. You want to make sure that you're turning off all autoplay options. There are two ways to do that. So, one, I'm going to have you go into your profile. This is the little icon that you have up at the top whenever you enter YouTube when you open the app. Go down to settings, and then first we're going to go to general. This is going to take us to this screen here, and I want you to scroll all the way down until you get to, wait for it, playback and feeds. Make sure that that is off. You want to be able to scroll through stuff, like scrub through it with the playhead, but you don't want it playing by itself. Once you're done with that, go back to autoplay. Then set that to off. If it's blue, it's on. If it's gray, it's off. You want to make sure that the videos are not playing by themselves. So, to start reporting, the first thing we're going to do is report the image. This image I've picked is pretty graphic, so we're going to click on those three little ellipses, and then we're going to go down to report. And note that it's really clear. It says report image or title. And then I would choose one of these options, violent or repulsive or hateful or abusive content. To report the individual video, you click on the video, then you go up to the little gear icon up at the top. Then you bring down report, and then you hit one of these two, violent or repulsive, or hateful or abusive. I'm going to give you some advice. Don't read the reports. They'll just depress you. Just file a report and be done with it. Then we want to report the entire YouTube channel. This time you go to the channel properly, you click on the three ellipses up at the top, and then you scroll all the way down to the about, and you select report user. But before you do that, I want to point out that this says it's the United States, and that is not true. You can lie about your location on YouTube. You can't on Instagram, but you can on YouTube. So hit report user, and then you'll see that none of these options are really great choices. They don't give us an abuse option. So I would choose spam or scams. If you choose none of these are my problem with this, then it's just going to take you to, well, you need to learn more about our community guidelines, which, I mean, I guess can be helpful. But so those are the three quick ways to report from YouTube. And I'm going to follow up with this in the next 2 days or so with another short video on how to report from the browser version of YouTube, which actually gives you the option of a timestamp and a comment. And that can actually improve your odds at getting a video taken down. All right, I hope this was helpful, and I will see you soon.
Then shalt thou count to 3, no more, no less.